The strongback right now is getting ready to begin moving away from the rocket. The clamp arms will open up and the strongback will recline to the launch position of 77.5 degrees. Currently, the Iridium satellite is on internal power, working no issues. They are ready to go. The range is also ready. Everything is clear for Falcon 9 launch to head down range and for the first stage to land. And finally, the weather. Upper altitude, winds look good. We've just heard the call out, the cradle arms coming open as the strongback prepares to move away from the Falcon 9. As I was saying on the weather, upper altitude winds are good. Load conditions are good there. Ground level is good. We just have the traditional Vandenberg fog, but hopefully we'll get a view from the Falcon 9 as we head into space. So currently we're coming up T-minus 3 minutes and 50 seconds and counting. Everything continues to go on time. We're going to listen in to the last minutes of the count along with you. We'll be back during the plus count to explain events as they happen on our way to space.
Strongback lower, proceeding nominally, winch payouts tracking a target.
Stage 2 TVC motions nominal.
Stage 1 lock, slow down.
Evac, announce Stage 2 TVC motion nominal.
Stage 2 TVC motion nominal.
Stage 1 locks load, closed out.
Rock, LC on countdown 1. Please verify range is green.
Rock, range is green.
Strongback lower is ended. Strongback's locked out, 77.5 degrees. Stage 2 locks load, closed out. Vehicles and self-align. Gas closeouts have started. T-tab setup complete.
FTS, announce AFTS is ready for launch.
AFTS is ready for launch.
Ground side gas
BC
closeouts
verify
complete.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Falcon 9 is in startup. Stage 2 pressing for flight.
LD verify go for launch.
LD go for launch.
T-minus 30.
Stage 1's pressing for flight.
15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift off the Falcon 9. Prop AVI, RC, and GMC proceed at speed of 3.170 for post-launch flight operations. GC, move to post-launch pad operations to secure the pad on pad net A.
Copy, Wilco.
Stage 1 PU's active.
F9 power and telemetry nominal.
T plus 53 seconds into flight. We've just heard the call-outs that engines are nominal. We've also got good status on the avionics system. We're coming up on maximum dynamic pressure. T plus 1 minute, 30 seconds into flight. Merlin engines continue to perform nominally. We've heard a call out of MVAC-D engine chill has begun. That indicates that propellants now are being fed to the front of the turbo pump on the upper stage engine to chill it as we get ready to light the upper stage engine in just about 45 seconds. We're coming up on several major activities all at once. At about T plus 2 minutes and 24 seconds, we should have cutoff of the 9 first stage engines, stage separation, ignition of the upper stage engine, and right afterwards, reignition of 3 first stage engines for boost back burn. Let's listen and watch together.
Stage separation confirmed.
Baja AOS.
Coming up on T plus 3 minutes, stage separation, reignition successful. The first stage boost back burn is underway. We're coming up on fairing separation now around the 10 Iridium satellites.
Fairing separation confirmed.
3 minutes and 23 seconds into flight. You can hear the applause at SpaceX. Smaller crowd, many of our folks drove up actually to watch the launch from Vandenberg, just about 180 miles up the road from us. First stage, grid fins are deploying. You can see the new dark gray titanium grid fins. They deploy a little more slowly than the old lighter weight aluminum fins. Second stage engine burn continues to look nominal. Chamber pressure is good. Trajectory looks good for the second stage.
Stage 2 propulsion still nominal.
4 minutes into flight, you can see the grid fins are fully deployed. We're listening for when the drone ship has what they call AOS, acquisition of signal. That'll indicate the telemetry from the first stage is being received by the drone ship. The drone ship does not send commands to the first stage in flight. 4.5 minutes into flight, the upper stage engine continues to perform nominally.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 power and telemetry remain nominal.
T plus 5 minutes into flight. Second stage continues to perform well, carrying 10 Iridium satellites to a parking orbit. The next major event is entry burn. we will light 3 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage. That'll slow us down for entry through the atmosphere. That's a fairly long burn, should be coming up in about 30 seconds. Six minutes into flight, you can see the entry burn is underway on the Falcon 9 first stage, bringing it back to the drone ship titled Just Read the Instructions, awaiting it in the Pacific Ocean.
Stage 1 AMTSS saved.
Entry burn is complete. The next burn will be the landing burn. So right now we're coming up on 7 minutes. It's actually 6 minutes and 40 seconds into flight. Stage 1 is headed back to the drone ship in the Pacific Ocean. Second stage continues to head south towards Antarctica as we head for a parking orbit, which is expected shortly after T plus 9 minutes. AOS on the drone ship means acquisition of signal. The drone ship now receiving telemetry from the Falcon 9 first stage. As a reminder, weather conditions are borderline out at the drone ship. We'll hopefully see a landing coming up here shortly. Landing burn is underway.
Stage 2 power and telemetry remain nominal.
And you can tell by the cheering in the background, first stage,
Falcon has
Falcon 9
landed.
Flight 38 has landed on Just Read the Instructions. Our drone ship in the Pacific Ocean landing at about T plus 7 minutes and 47 seconds, right on time. Meanwhile, the second stage engine at 8 minutes and 13 seconds into flight continues to perform well. We've got less than 1 minute before we go into our low Earth parking orbit.
Stage 2 AMTSS saved.
We have SECO.
Confirmation of second stage engine shutdown. About 9 minutes and 14 seconds into flight. Waiting to hear from the orbit. And you heard the call out. GNC confirms a good insertion orbit. So the first phase of today's flight is now complete. First stage has returned to the drone ship. Second stage is in the desired parking orbit. We're now entering a coast phase. Falcon 9 second stage with the 10 Iridium satellites still on top of it, mounted to a SpaceX dispenser, are heading south, loop underneath the south pole of the Earth, passing over Antarctica, come up over Africa, and so we will have spacecraft deployments coming up in about 51 minutes, at about T plus 51 minutes into flight. Actually 52 minutes into flight. So what we're going to do right now, there's a bit of a long pause. We've got about another 40 minutes before we get into the next major phase. So we're going to leave you with the animation. We'll be back on the webcast at T plus 50 minutes with live commentary, at which time we cover the second burn of the upper stage engine, followed by a short pause, and then the deployment of 10 Iridium Next satellites. So with that, we'll see you back here at about T plus 50 minutes.